Okay, here's the Cool Trade Strategy Wizard, and I'm just going to go through this screen by screen with you guys. It will show you basically just how easy it is to trade with Cool Trade. So first of all, one thing you need to know is Cool Trade is a fully robotic trading system, and it's as simple as this. Once you set up a strategy, you can program your computer to automatically turn on first thing in the morning, trade the market all day, and then shut off at the end of the day. So after you initially develop a strategy, you can essentially just set it and forget it. And right now, this strategy right here, the $2 and below strategy, that's a strategy available off the Cool Trade website. So if you were to sign up for a subscription, you could download this strategy, set your computer to just automatically turn itself on, trade, and shut off at the end of the day. So essentially right after you sign up, you could be up and running real quick, and just really look at your computer periodically just to see how it's doing more than anything. So here is the preferences screen, and you'll see that this strategy is trading in 1,000 share lots, and it adds to positions that go against the direction of the trade, and it does that up to 5 times with this strategy, so it'll trade up to 5,000 shares. This only trades stocks between $1 and $2, and these are the times of the day it trades. It opens positions at 9:30, and it stops opening new positions at 3:30 each day, and these are set to East Coast time. So 3:30, that's a half hour before the market closes at the end of each day. It also adds shares to the existing positions from 9:35 to 3:30, and it begins closing your positions at 9:30, and it'll stop checking to close positions right at the end of the trading day. So I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just going to go through this kind of quickly to kind of catch you guys up to speed. In other videos, I'll go through every last detail. So what Cool Trade does, it takes the market and it narrows it down into a watch list that allows it to function a little more smoothly. So essentially with the watch list, you create a set of rules that narrow all 8,000 stocks down in this case the US markets. However, it can also trade some international markets as well. Or you could use a watch list just to narrow down specific sectors, maybe just the Dow, the NASDAQ, consumer goods, financials, whatever you want to do. And in creating your watch list, it uses rules, and they're based on indicators. And the indicators are based on price, volume, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and basically any combination of all these different indicators. I'm scrolling through right now. So I'm just going to scroll through them real quick so you can see just how many different things there are. And Cool Trade, really robust. You know, there's a lot of options here, and basically any strategy you develop can be based on a few of these indicators or many of them. It's totally up to you. So this strategy right here, the watch list, just has a few rules. So in going through it, yesterday's volume is greater than 200,000 shares. The 30-day average volume is greater than 200,000 shares. Current assets are greater than current liabilities. Institutional ownership is greater than 10%. Yesterday's close price is less than the 5-day simple moving average. Yesterday's close price is greater than or equal to $1, and is also less than or equal to $2. And those 7 rules right there narrow this strategy on this trading day down to 15 stocks. So then you look at the open position rules over here, and there's just a few additional rules that will be added typically. In this case, it's just one additional rule, and it looks like it's today's last trade price is greater than yesterday's close price. So basically this strategy just wants that stock to be trending upwards. And it's really simple, but for some reason this strategy is pretty profitable. You know, I've heard people that have pretty good success with this strategy, and it really amazes me because it's a very simple strategy and there's not much to it. So the rules and the open new position rules, there's additional rules versus the watch list rules, because the open new position rules also use intraday indicators. Well, the watch list rules are based on historical indicators, based on the previous days indicators and historical indicators. So I'll just quickly scroll through this as well. I don't want to go through this because it'll take a long time for us to go through each one of these, but basically you can see there's just a lot of options, and they're based on price movement throughout the day, as well as just a variety of possibilities. So, with any one of these strategies too, you can add additional rules. So say you download this strategy off the Cool Trade site, you want to tighten it up with an additional rule or two, you could feel free to do that. You could also get rid of a rule or two. And another cool thing is Cool Trade automates Jim Cramer right here, and you can use his alerts also along with your strategy. And one of your rules could be that you're only going to trade stock if Cramer says to buy it as well. And the beauty of that is it also has to pass your rules. So say you like his picks but you don't like all of them for whatever reason, that's a cool feature, because you can also have your own rules that will even strengthen those picks. So a cool thing about Cool Trade is also that you can add to positions, and that's also based on rules. So it really depends on your trading philosophy. You can add to stocks that go in your favor or go against you, or not at all. But the beauty of Cool Trade is, you don't have to just add based on that price movement. You'll only add when all your other rules pass. Or it could just be the price movement. Once again, totally up to you. Then exit rules, same thing. You could exit solely based on price, which you'll see in the profit requirements tab, or based on indicators as well, and that just shows how flexible the system really is. So right here, this strategy, you're going to look at the profit goals. So this chases an 18-cent goal with profit protection at 9 cents and a pullback at 4 cents. So a cool thing, a feature in Cool Trade is that it will keep chasing higher goals, and say the stock reaches 18 cents, well, it'll keep climbing and climbing, and it won't sell that stock until it pulls back by 4 cents. However, at the end of the day, say you want to take that profit off the table, you'd set it right here to start close that position anyways. And another cool thing is, say it doesn't even reach that amount, you can set right here for a specific profit that satisfies you, or you could set profit protection right here, and typically you want to do that at half the goal, and profit protection will kick in after a small pullback. So that's a really cool feature. Also, it has stop loss options and a trailing stop loss, and the trailing stop loss kicks in from its high before it starts going against you. And you can also set right here, it's not going to get back into a stock after you close out unless it's dropped a certain amount. So you don't just buy and then sell on the same day and then get right back into that position because the rule of pass. You'll want a stock to move a little more before you decide to get back in there, and you'd set that there. So that's just a few things you can do with Cool Trade, and that was a $2 or below strategy. And once again, you can just download that right from the site, and you can get going right away. Or you can add rule. You can add rules. You can create your own strategy. It's really simple. And Cool Trade is fully robotic, 100% point and click, and just really easy for both total novice traders as well as professionals. So it has a flexibility that is great for people from all walks of life, basically.